ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Unidentical, I'm not in it, yeah, my Siamese brother Benjamin.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jets and the Texans coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Wilson works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Wilson will throw again. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A quick throw, but incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Mechie. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal. To throw is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Anthony Schwartz from 4 yards out. And the Texans are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
First down, here's Ritter. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Ritter to throw on first down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he goes out right around the 39. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ritter. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. Gets around him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Ritter on 1st and 10. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I think this will run away very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And Cook has it left side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his... Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Ritter. Throw over the middle. He's got Ruckert. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. Connection made to Ruckert. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And now out comes Houston. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson will throw again. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Wilson. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Finding Knox there, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. New York set to take the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then you not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Going play action, Ritter. Once again, Ruckert. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to have a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. This pass out wide to Hall. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ritter, they'll set up the screen for Hall. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short, Ritter. His pass complete to Ruckert. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ritter off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Ritter now. And he'll just get rid of it. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Ritter from the gun. Flush. Ritter has it knocked down. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 2nd down, Cook. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Hall again. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. More than one defender here, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans will take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And here comes Berrios. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. On the draw, it's Hall. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Ritter. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Ritter. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything that they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Ritter. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 15-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Ritter. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the Jets kicker, Cairo Santos. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A throw over the middle taken in. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. To throw is Wilson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again is Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Escaping the... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. And it's the Cincinnati Bengals who are moving on as they eliminate the LA Chargers. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game started the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Ritter. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be a third and about 13. Ritter to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. Able to avoid him. He's got a little daylight. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. Play action. Now Wilson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
What a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Patterson's kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
And New York set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Ritter on 1st and 10. This pass complete to Ruckert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down. Ritter once again, Ruckert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On on 2nd and 9. Ritter. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
First down, here's Ritter. Connection made to Ruckert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Back to the ground with Hall. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Ritter. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the interception, here's Wilson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Touchdown, Texans. Terry McLaurin, 53 yards. And the Texans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The offense for the Jets ready to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now Ritter to throw on first down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A toss left side for Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Ritter from the gun. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. On first down, Ritter. And he completes it to Barrios. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, Ritter got a man. It's Barrios complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll run with Hall. He juked him. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Hall. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Ritter down. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. This will cost him 11 yards there on the second and goal save.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead. And they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Well, this likely a must-have. Third and goal. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Now, this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the number 1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the number 1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Wilson. This ball caught by Mechie. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Wilson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ritter. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3rd and short. Ritter. And able to connect with Barrios. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ritter. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To the air again, it's Ritter. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, caught by Mims. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Ritter. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Ritter on 1st and 10. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. 2 yards the gain there. Now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Carter, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. One more time with Carter. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Again, it's Cook. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The Texans on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 4. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cook up the gut. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.